Okay, good. Well, I was told I have to keep my remarks to about 1 hour maximum, okay, so 10 minutes. Someone got the joke. And it's a long day. I know a lot of people are looking for the door, the bar, or the gym right now, but I will keep it short and to the point. So this is a bit different than a lot of the topics today, so hopefully it'll keep you awake, I'm hoping. So Opu is involved in healthcare, and we're targeting the skincare industry first, and we're talking about Opu becoming a digital currency for the skincare space. And so you ask why skincare and why blockchain? That's what I'm going to talk about. So first, why skincare? A lot of people say, oh, it's a great niche market, but it's a $120 billion niche market where there are 1.2 billion consumers between Facebook and Weibo in China who have indicated an interest in skincare. Our research shows we expect about 1 out of 3 of them to use an app to manage their skincare needs. And recent research that's come out in the industry is showing that 72% of consumers in the skincare market want personalization, are willing to pay 20% additional for that. That yields about $14 billion in value. And when you correlate that with the adoption of the apps in the space, it should be about $3 billion of business to do for skincare within the app space. And that's why we're here. But it's the problem that we're trying to solve. So the problem is that a big chunk of the market doesn't know what to buy. And they do a lot of research, and they can't come up with a solution. So right now, if you look here, so you see Amazon, 60,000 products. Very few people trust the advertising. 30% are doing extensive research, and then they're getting advice from social media or their friends. So they wind up buying the wrong product, making their condition worse. They go to the doctor says, you should have come here first. So we're trying to help with this problem. So what is the Opu solution? Basically, it uses AI to analyze the skin using the camera, which now the resolution is good enough to do analysis. And once we gather the data back from the user, we analyze it for certain conditions: acne, wrinkles, hyperpigmentation, redness, and tone right now. In the labs, we're working on melanoma and skin cancer identification also. We give that free analysis to the user, and then we recommend products and do other solutions, build intelligent communities where we can, instead of going to a friend and say, hey, what do you use? And they tell you they have a different profile. We can put people in communities who have the exact same profile. And you can talk with someone who, you may not know them or you won't know them, but at least you'll have the same profile. So that's a much better way to get advice than today. We just released the Android version, so if you have Android, you go to the Google Play Store and Opu is there. iOS is a couple months behind because we started later on iOS, but iOS will be out there. And if you're on iOS or on the PC web, you can go to opu.ai and use it there on the web. Everything's there. So what is our business model? Very simple. So we will introduce products, we will introduce doctors and advisors, and we'll take a commission, something like 30%, 40%. We have a lot of brands, though, who are saying, hey, can you put Opu in our site, put it into our apps? And the answer is yes. We've built APIs in the platform so third parties can put Opu in their systems. So for that, we'll charge some type of monthly fee and some user per month charge, some type of typical B2B platform fee for this. And so traction-wise, CIO Healthcare gave us a top 20, it's actually 50 here, but they lowered it to 25, so top 25 provider. We've just got mentioned in Forbes recently, and then in Singapore for the AI Grand Slam. We were in the AI side there. We were the winner there. So we're getting decent accolades from the industry. We've already got, there's more than this now, but over 20 brands who've signed up to work with us. Especially here in Thailand. Thailand, believe it or not, is a top 10 skincare market in the world. It's rated as one of the better markets given how much is spent here in the market. And so we're fully launching here. We have our team here and partnering with a lot of these brands here to now help them do proof of, let's say, efficacy, that their products actually work. And so as opposed to a brand saying, making claims which then sometimes they get in trouble, and that the users don't believe. With Opu, as proven on Opu, is something we want them to do. and then show their product with the data. Show it with the data. This product did what percentage improvement with whom over what period of time. And we collect that data. And so going back to the blockchain, it is about the data that we want the blockchain to be usable for. So what kind of data do we collect? So the users get a skin analysis report like this that shows their levels, and they can track it daily or morning, evening, whatever they want. And then a score for those different categories I mentioned for the whole face and for parts of the face. That's the current version of the system. We're working now on the next release of the AI engine, which will allow you to take any random part of the skin, not just the face. And so we've got 150,000 people who have signed up for this solution already. Male, female, all ages. The under 30 category is the biggest right now. And as far as skin types, it's all skin types. Most people think that they're in the middle, but it's all skin types. And on average, in this community we built so far, people are spending about $200, $250 a month on skincare. So the app-owning skincare user spends a lot on skincare. So back to the blockchain, and so Opu Rewards, what it's all about then is creating an ecosystem where the data and the value can be exchanged easily. So for example, for doctors and advisors, and when I say advisors, I'm including brands here, because more and more brands are putting an advisory service on their website because of this problem. And so they can then get the image analysis technology, they can provide advice, do special promotions, et cetera, earn and give away the tokens. Consumers then earn the tokens. So right now what happens is when you do your first scan, we give you coins. You complete your profile, we give you coins. When you participate in a brand survey, we give you coins. And we're giving away about $20 to $25 of value of coins to people who sign up. I think we've done about $2 million in rewards so far. And there are about 70,000 people who are owning the tokens at this moment. And so then third-party developers will be able to use the APIs then to build applications, including for the coin. And so some of the things we want to do going forward is first, the module on our site that allows you to redeem a token. We're building a plugin for WooCommerce, Shopify, and other e-commerce platforms so that any third party can then use our plugin. We're also building a peer-to-peer exchange, so you'll be freely able to gift coins, or for example, a skincare clinic or a shop, for example, will be able to then, if they have coins, give them, reward them to users, or when a user shows up with Opus, give a discount or give stuff away for exchange for the Opus. That's what we're currently working on. The vision long-term, though, is, of course, as the blockchain tools get better, is to wrap the data with tokens. So in other words, the user right now is worried about Facebook and others misusing their data, Google, et cetera. Here we have two kinds of users. One who, let's call them public, and they want to show the world how great they look. And they're willing to share their data anywhere. Others who are horrified that this data would possibly get out there. But in any case, our promise to the user is that if we use it, A, we'll get your permission, and B, you're going to get a reward for it. So the blockchain is perfect for this highly sensitive data, where we can record basically wherever it's used or seen. And so there's a proof that your data is protected and that you got a reward for it. And so that's the vision long term, let's call that midterm, of what we're working on trying to do. So that's pretty much it in my 10 minutes, which I think I kept to at the end of the day here. So if anyone's interested, we'll hang around for a little bit. You can contact us here, and I appreciate the time. Thank you.
Thank you very much.